Today I'm gonna show you 6 easy ways on how to lace your Air Max 90s. One of the most comfortable shoes out there. You gotta do it right. So this essentially is the Deadstock version. Basically like fresh out the box, this is how it comes, this is how it's laced up. Some people, what they'll do, they'll literally just have the laces hanging out, or they'll tuck it behind the tongue like this. Typically for the Deadstock style on this one, most people tuck it behind the tongue. So let's see what the Deadstock style looks like first, and then we'll get into the other ways. So after seeing the Deadstock style, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Now let's get into one of my favorites, the loose style, because I basically wear every single one of my shoes loose this way. It's actually kind of funny. So what we need to do is unlace that first hole that was already laced up, and then we're gonna lace it back underneath this time. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. And then we're gonna pull some slack on the shoe. So we're gonna loosen up this right here first, bang. Now we got kind of even disbursement, and then we're gonna start pulling evenly as we go down the shoe. And then just take our thumb like this, kind of even that out, and then take both fingers and go like this. That'll give a nice tug and make it real even. Now you see there's a lot of slack left over. So what we're gonna wanna do is probably go up another hole to the top right here, and then let this hang out. Just like this. Now this is like a perfect distance. Maybe we could do a little bit more, just get a little bit more slack on it. And then what we'll do now is tighten up the laces just a little bit to give us some more slack at the top. That way we got room to put our foot in and everything. But this is essentially that loose style, how I love to rock all my shoes. Let's see what this looks like on foot. What do you think about that style? Again, everybody says, oh, it's gonna fall off your foot and this, that. Like, bro, it's not gonna fall off your foot. If you buy your shoe in the right size that you wear, like, you're not gonna have to worry about it. But that's just my opinion. I don't know.
Yo, DNA fam, I know you guys are into sneakers, so I'm gonna assume that you're into investing as well, which means you're probably also interested in leveling up your life. I think you definitely need to check this out. I just launched my DNA show community on School, and it's totally free to join, by the way. Inside, I've dropped my entire Hobby to Hustle program. It used to be $99 a month, and I've helped tons of people turn their passions into profit with this course. And now I wanna give it away 100% free just for the community members. This is gonna be a place where sneakerheads can connect, share game, and grow together. So don't wait, hit the link down below in the description to get instant access to the Hobby to Hustle course today, and I'll see you guys on the inside so we can run it up.
Next up right here, we're gonna need to take that loose style, but if you wanna tighten it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Clean it up the look, whatever you like to call it. We're gonna just give it a small tug, just a little bit like that. And then we're gonna do a bow tie at the top of the foot now. Bang, and then now you can just get a little bit of slack. That tightens up the shoe, creates less of that movement, but still clean, still loose, you know what I'm saying? Put together a little bit, act like you got something going on with your life. All right, let's go ahead and check this out on foot. So that's what I like to call the bow tie style. Now next up is gonna be the one that a lot of people love to do in a lot of shoes. And that's gonna cause you to have to what? Unlace the entire shoe and relace it back up. Now this is a heavy preference thing, but a lot of people prefer this style. And I show this pretty often on the channel for a lot of models. Not every model, but a good amount. But when it comes to the Air Max 90, I think it does look pretty good on here. Again, for me, I still like the OG style, how it was laced. So what I like to call this is the inside out style. So what we're gonna do is go on the right side. This is always gonna be over the top, and the left side, the inside of the foot, is always gonna be over the bottom. So we're gonna start with the left side, and we're gonna pull it over the top. We're gonna come through this way. Now remember on the other ones, it came from underneath and out, right? Now we're going the opposite way. And then we're gonna pull this one over the top, and then we're gonna go through here just like this. So now we're gonna be coming from the inside out and going through the outside in this way. That's why I say you could call it either way. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the right side. Now again, the biggest thing that you always wanna pay attention to is making sure that your laces are flat when you're pulling them through, so that way it looks clean, it looks nice. And then the next part is also making sure that, again, you start with the inside of the foot. So this is the right foot, so we're gonna start with the left side of the foot. That lace needs to go first, and then the outside of the foot, the right side of the foot on this one in particular, that lace needs to go second. And then again, right, inside of the foot, that lace goes first. And then outside of the foot, that lace goes second. And again, the reason why I keep emphasizing this, you wanna keep that unison so it looks good all the way throughout the entirety of the lacing of the shoe. Now you see, for example right here, I actually messed up already. I went one right, one wrong, one right, one right. So I messed up right here. See what I'm saying? So now I gotta go back, do it again. Here we go, hold on. Let me unlace this real quick. One more time. See what I'm saying? You gotta get it right. You gotta get it right. And I don't like the inside out. That's probably why I'm messing up. Here we go. Pull this one through. Put that one over the top. I could tell, it just looked off. I knew there was something weird going on here. Bang, now we're talking. Okay, there we go. There it is. There it is. Yep, there it is. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about now? You see how you got the inside going under, the outside going over, inside under, outside over, inside under, outside over. We're gonna stay consistent with that throughout. I'm messing up so you don't have to mess up. Okay, now another thing for the shoes is the tongue. They have loops through them right here. A lot of people like to use the loop because it allows the tongue to stay secure and doesn't slide from left to right, because the laces keep the shoe, or keep the tongue on point. So we're gonna pull this one through, do the same thing, weave it through the tongue, loop right there, and then pull it through over the top. Now this is kind of back where we started at, but the laces are now inside out. So we got two options. We can go loose, we can go bow tie. What do we wanna do? We'll start bow tie first because we're kind of already in that tighter stance. So we're gonna loosen up the laces just a little bit to give it some slack. Bang, like that. And then we're gonna tie the bow tie from the inside there. Let's check these things out. So that's a pretty clean look, right? Especially on the Air Max 95, I'm not mad at it. Now, with the loose look, we're gonna do the same concept, but now, instead of going over the top because the laces would go inside, we need to go from the inside out this time on the standard way, just to get those laces to hang out like we showed earlier with our loose look in the past. So we want that slack on the side, kind of get it close to that midsole on both sides. Boom, we're getting real close there. Now you see we got the slack here, so we're gonna need to pull the laces, just like this. Even it out with our thumbs. And then give it a pull with 2 fingers. And because it's the inside out lace style, you're actually gonna have to tug it a little bit more individually because it doesn't disperse as easy. It's not as a smooth process. Again, that's why I say it's just more complicated with the inside out. It's just, I know it might lock the shoe in a little bit better, which you see it a lot on Nike SBs, but I don't know, it'd be a lot for me. So this is essentially what it's gonna look like. Let's check it out on foot.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to let you guys know we have a special deal going on with Apothecary now. So if you use the discount code DNA Show, that's going to get you guys a discount on all your orders from their website. Also, I'm going to have everything linked down below underneath the video and in the pinned item section where you can purchase directly from this video as well. One thing that I love about the Apothecary socks is they have the ISO weave material, and it is so good. It has a great comfort, flex, and even good for me at a size 13. So again, use the discount code DNA Show, and if you ever plan on rocking any socks, make sure you guys tag me on Instagram.
All right, we're back at square one now. How do you think about those other styles? This is one of my favorite styles that I love to try on every single model, and that is the bars. So what we're gonna do is put bars on this shoe and go directly across on each one. So we're gonna start with the inside, odds and evens essentially. So what we're gonna do is go up to the even, so basically the second hole from the inside of the foot here, and then on the outside of the foot, we're gonna go up to the what? The third hole, because that's the odds. So now we're gonna go second hole to second hole. We're gonna match the hole that we go to, depending on if it's odd or even. So now we went from the second hole. That means what? We need to go up to the fourth hole on the outside of the foot. And then the one that's coming from the third hole is gonna go directly across to the third hole on the inside of the foot. You see where we're going here? Make sure the laces are flat too, because you want it to look sexy. We don't want it to be okay. We want it to look good. Now going to fourth hole, directly across to the fourth hole, right here. And then we're gonna do up to the sixth hole on this one on the inside, and then the fifth hole directly across. Now you got the option to use the loop or not. We're just gonna skip on the loop because we're just rocking with the bars. And then we're gonna go and tuck this inside the shoe. And then we're gonna come up right here from 2, 4, 6, over to 6. Remember, keep the laces flat. And then we're gonna tuck that inside too. And this, my friends, is the bars. So let me know what you guys think about these lacing styles down below in the comment section. A little bit more tricky, a little bit more unique. Honestly, all of them look good on this model. The Air Max 90 is a beautiful shoe in damn near every single colorway. You can never go wrong with these. If you have these in your collection and you're lacing these up at home, I'm excited to see you rocking these. Make sure you send me a picture on Instagram or something, I don't know. Appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't already, check out the full playlist. I have a ton of lacing tutorials for multiple models. Don't recommend colorways in particular, but recommend models if I've missed a model that I haven't covered in the past already. I hope to help you guys as much as I can, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're getting very close to 400,000 subscribers.
I would never let you down.
Hey, just a quick reminder, again, the link is down below in the description to join the community if you have not already. I'm giving away the entire Hobby to Hustle program for free, only to members. So you gotta sign up and get in. Again, everything is free. You don't have nothing to pay for. It's all gonna be inside. You're gonna love it. Trust me, I've helped hundreds of people with this. I cannot wait to help you as well.
It's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I would never let you down. It's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I was made for it. It's in the DNA.